Our main event is about to get underway. Miguel Maikito Martinez defending his NABF flyweight title against Arthur Flash Johnson. Here's a good look at Maikito Martinez. This guy is a classic boxer. You just wind him up and point him, and he'll feed you nothing but leather. And across the way is an accomplished boxer who is much taller at 5'7". That's Arthur Flash Johnson. Here's Arthur Flash Johnson coming into the ring. This guy's lost 3 times, and all of them have been to world champions.
Well, let me tell you, Tom, he had a fight last year against Johnny Tapia that was very, very tight as he tried to win the 115-pound championship against Tapia. And I thought the fight was there for the asking for Arthur Flash Johnson that afternoon, and I thought he could have won that fight. Just a little more aggressiveness from Flash Johnson, and I think he might have won the title. As it was, he lost a razor-thin split decision to Tapia, a very, very talented world champion.
He was a member of the '88 Olympic team. He turned pro at age 25, had a magnificent amateur record. Angelo Dundee kind of guides his career. And this is a guy who can really box. He's an outstanding boxer, very skilled. And he's going to be much taller by 4 inches over Maikito Martinez, who is the current NABF flyweight champion. And now, speaking of the champion, here is Maikito, who I don't think knows anything about taking a backward step. We have seen him in nothing but exciting fights. He's one of the most colorful, charismatic fighters you'll see. And if you want an action-packed evening, schedule Maikito Martinez on the crowd. I remember when he fought Jimenez, and Jimenez knocked him down, it seemed, every time he looked at him. And between rounds 3 and 5 in the 4th round, this guy got up off the deck and I thought was going to put Jimenez away, only to have the fight finally stopped in round number 5. This guy is an amazingly tough kid, and all he knows is forward. He's got only 1 gear, and that's straight ahead, Red.
Yeah, he has made his comebacks, Tom, and he's making one successfully right now. That fight that he had and win over Enrique Orozco was a scintillating performance in his fight before last, and I was absolutely shocked because he was coming off of that brutal knockout to Raton Jimenez.
And I tell you, Orozco is an amazingly tough fighter. Jimmy Lennon Jr. standing by for some introductions.
Gentlemen, before we continue with our action at this time, I'd like to ask you to rise for the singing of our national anthem. In the ring to lead us, my pleasure to introduce to you our talented vocalist here tonight. How about a hand for Carmel Hemsley?
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad light and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still waving. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, we do welcome you to the featured attraction of the evening, brought to you by Forum Boxing Incorporated. and the Arrowhead Pond, along with Budweiser, the undisputed king of beers. This bout coming your way is sanctioned by the North American Boxing Federation, the president, Mario Latraverse, supervisor at ringside, Colleen Patchen, along with the California State Athletic Commission. The chairman is William Eastman, vice chairman Willie Buchanan, commissioner in attendance Elmer Costa, and our executive director, Richard DeCure. Introducing to you the judges scoring this bout from ringside, Chuck Hassett, Henry Elespuru, and Tony Castellano. And our referee in charge of this bout, he'll be giving instructions after the introductions, Dr. James Jenkin. All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening, the NABF Flyweight Championship, scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Introducing to you first the challenger on my left, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trunks with red trim, hailing from East St. Louis, Illinois. He weighed in at a ready 111 1/4 pounds. His record includes 12 wins, 3 losses, with 7 wins coming by way of knockout. He is was a member of the 1988 U.S. Olympic boxing team. Please welcome tonight's challenger, introducing Arthur Flash Johnson. And his opponent across the ring is the defending champion on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white trunks with blue trim, fighting out of Los Angeles by way of Ocotlan, Jalisco, Mexico. He weighed in at the flyweight limit, 112 pounds, with a record of 35 wins, 10 losses. He has 28 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the defending NABF Flyweight champion, introducing Miguel Maikito Martinez. Once again, Dr. James Jenkin, our referee.
Your trunks a little high, low blows here. Okay? Shake hands. Good luck, gentlemen.
All right, the tail of the tape for this championship bout. Martinez is 5'3". Johnson is 4 inches taller. He's 3/4 of a pound lighter at 111 1/4. He's 5 years older. And Johnson in the reach department has an advantage of 2 inches. The rules governing this NABF title bout were there for a moment ago and then disappeared, but they're coming back.
Oh, like magic.
10-point must system. Winner of the round gets 10, loser a lesser number. 3 knockdown rule is in effect. There's no standing 8 count. Saved by the bell in the last round only. Referee or doctor can stop the fight. If there's a headbutt, they'll go to the cards after the start of the 4th round. So we're set to go. It's scheduled for 12. There's the bell, and out they come. Martinez in the white trunks trimmed in blue, and in the red the white trimmed in red is Arthur Flash Johnson.
Tom, I expect this to be a long fight. It's sometimes difficult to score, and I believe probably it'll be a distance fight. These are because of Flash Johnson. Most of his fights go the distance. He's a tough guy to fight because he's so slick and clever. And even Maikito, a guy who scores a lot of KOs in his career, he'll have trouble, I would imagine, with Johnson, because even in the fights that Johnson has lost, I mean, he has barely lost those fights, and every single one of those decisions has been very much disputed. The 3 decisions that he lost.
And of course, they've all been to champions, world champions. He and Martinez have one big item in common. They both fought and lost to Alberto Raton Jimenez. So they have that in common. And as you look at them there, and I tell you that Johnson is 5'7" and Martinez is 5'4", there seems to be a bigger discrepancy in the height of the 2 men than the 3 inches mentioned. I would think that Johnson might be a little bit taller by 4 or 5 inches even than Martinez. We have seen Martinez do some unbelievable things. We, of course, were shocked. I was shocked, and so was Rich, to find out that he had won this title by defeating Enrique Orozco, whom we saw give Mark Johnson one hellacious battle in Las Vegas about 2 years ago. A magnificent fight. I've always thought Orozco was as good in this division as almost anybody.
Well, Orozco was ranked number 3 when he fought Maikito Martinez, and most of the people were writing the boxing obituary of Martinez at that point, Tom. And I tell you, I did that fight. I did that telecast here on Prime, and he he was brilliant that night. He got in a little trouble in the first round against Orozco, who came out fast, but basically after that, Martinez completely dominated Orozco and KO'd him in the 5th round. A clean knockout, count of 10 knockout.
Well, I was one that had him put away, and in fact, I was kind of publicly hoping that he would retire. Martinez, I mean, after the fight with Jimenez that we did, because Jimenez just pummeled him about, knocked him down 5 times. And finally, they ended it with a knockout victory for Jimenez in the 5th, and I thought that Martinez would be better served by calling it a career and going into another line of work. But here he is, the NABF flyweight champion. He is some tough cookie. He's in the white, trimmed in blue, and he's in against a consummate boxer of great skill, and a man who knows about fighting very, very well, and that's Arthur Flash Johnson.
Well, very good exhibition of hooking off the jab by Flash Johnson there. He jabbed and then came over with a hook, then another one. But this is typical Martinez. He answers right back.
He is very hard to discourage. He just comes at you. He's more than your just routine wind-up toy. He just starts out from the opening bell, and he's out there moving forward, throwing punches every chance he can get, and some that he really doesn't deserve. Gets nailed with a good short uppercut and a left hand at the bell. The bell brings him out for round number 2. This is scheduled for 12. Maikito, Martinez in the white, trimmed in blue, is the NABF flyweight champion, and Arthur Flash Johnson.
We've mentioned some of those fights that Maikito Martinez has lost. He lost to Raton Jimenez. He was brutally knocked out last year by Danny Romero.
They have
Okay, let's go. Little equipment repair over in the corner of Arthur Johnson. They'll let him fight on while they get that pillar over there in that corner repaired. But you know, he has not only lost against good fighters. I mean, he's beaten some really very good fighters. Maikito Martinez has. He holds a knockout victory, Tom, over Cecilio Torito Espino.
Yep.
He knocked him out in 7 rounds, and Espino, of course, was ranked #1 for quite a while during his career. He holds a decision victory over Isaias Zamudio, another #1 ranked guy, and of course the KO victory over Enrique Orozco. So he's met some good ones and lost. He's met some good ones and won.
Yeah, he's got a magnificent and very interesting record. 35 wins, 10 losses, and of the 10, probably 8 of them were to really world-class competitors, if not champions. 28 knockouts. He's only 25, and he's unbelievably popular and charismatic fighter. Big right hand by Johnson, and that caught Martinez flush and knocked him down. But that is not an unfamiliar spot for Maikito.
Now he'll get up and fight back.
Oh, yes, he'll
Guaranteed.
get up. Yep. And if Johnson thinks he's put him down for the count, he's got another thing coming, because Martinez is certainly used to being on the back of his lap from time to time, and now he goes down again.
But he's more wobbly this time, Tom. He went down slowly that time, and his leg kind of crumpled underneath him. Arthur Johnson is certainly not known as a knockout puncher.
No, but he's throwing caution to the winds, and he's in a real slugfest. And down goes Martinez, who rolls over, and it is stopped. Martinez is a strange fighter who goes down, seems to bounce right back up. This time he went down. It was for the 3rd time, and the 3 knockdown rule is in effect. And Martinez may have outmaneuvered himself, Rich. I don't know, because he doesn't look that much the worse for wear, to be honest with you. I don't think Maikito was aware of the 3 knockdowns and the fight is over.
But Arthur Johnson, give him credit, Tom. He came in there. He's certainly not known as a puncher. I suspected he would try to utilize a quick style here tonight to try to go the distance and outpoint Maikito Martinez. But he scores the KO in the 2nd round and relieves Maikito of the championship. It's a very fine fighter. Fight was even for a round and a half. And then that right hand, a 1-punch knockdown, sent Maikito down. Maikito doesn't have the best chin, got right up, however. And I thought this 2nd knockdown, he looked a little bit more wobbly to me when he went down this time. Johnson trying to set him up. Maikito trying to fight back. Now that one hit him on the top of the head. That makes you a little dizzy. You get hit up there. Johnny, when he was flopping around a little, still trying to fight back. Got hit there. Legs crumpled. His legs just not underneath him. 3rd knockdown. End of the fight.
So let's go to Jimmy Lennon. and get the official time of the 3 knockdowns and the win.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes, 1 second of round number 2. Our referee in charge, Dr. James Jenkins, stops the contest with the 3 knockdown rule in effect. He's the winner by way of knockout, the new NABF Flyweight champion, Arthur Flash Johnson.
So Arthur Flash Johnson has the belt, his 13th win against 3 losses, and of the 13 wins, 8 knockouts now, and Maikito Martinez across the way, certainly disconsolate. I think he probably wasn't aware about that 3 knockdown rule, Rich, because the best punch he took was that right hand that knocked him down first. The other punches didn't seem to be that authoritative or that powerful. And he's been in the past a guy that would be knocked down and bounce right back up, but this time he didn't get the opportunity past the 3rd knockdown. Fernando Paramo is with the new champion. Let's go to the ring. Fernando?
Arthur, you are the champ now.
Yes, first of all, let me thank and praise my Lord Savior Jesus Christ for giving me the strength to come out here and do a job that I know I could do. You know, after that first round, you know, I started off kind of slow. That wasn't the plan. Jim said when you pick it up and you throw those punches, got to hand it to my best trainer in the world here. So when you throw those punches, you put things together, things will happen.
On the 2nd round, things started to happen. Tell us what is going on as the fight is progressing. You knocked him down 3 times. Tell us about it.
Well, the right hand was just right on the chin, and I knew if I hit this kid on the chin, the chances of him going was very strong.
Here comes the 2nd knockdown.
Left, I think I remember that being a left hook of some sort, right on the side of the temple there. Right there.
Now the 3rd knockdown, which was definite, although he didn't seem as hurt as he did with the 1st knockdown.
Well, I think his legs he was basically gone, and he was trying to basically survive there and stay in the fight. He's hurt right there. That was basically an after effect sort of punch. But,
so what happens from here? Now you have a title. Would you be defending this? Do you want to go right away and back for another world shot opportunity?
Hopefully we can stay busy here with the farm. Hopefully, and hopefully things will happen for us. It's been a hard road, and it hasn't been easy at all. And there's my trainer, Jim. He can give you some input on what we hope to do in the future, Jim.
Well, Jim, when you say that when he wants to stay busy, what would you consider staying busy?
I would like to see him fighting 4 or 5 times a year, maybe. He's been pretty inactive, and it's tough to hone your craft, you know, when you're only fighting once or twice a year.
Well, you look much sharper than at least Maikito anticipated tonight.
Yeah, I came out, I was ready. I just had to feel that something exciting was going to happen. I had to feel that people were finally going to get to see the Arthur Johnson so-called experts say they can't punch. You know, I had the feeling that it was going to happen. I had the feeling that I was feeling strong all week. And it was just, you know, exciting. Just the thrill really to be here, which is really great.
Okay, well, once again, congratulations.
All right, Angelo. Angelo.
Victory.